Good evening, race fans here, and welcome to Oklahoma. Alex Benyako, who's had a really bad slump recently, is going to be leading us to that green flag, and there it is. Green flag is out. The CM Racing driver leads us through turns number 1 and 2 here, as the field already getting themselves getting really sporadic all over the racetrack here. James Richardson trying to press the issue on the first lap. He's trying to get some track position. Matt Daleo way up high near the back there, as you see the field just scattering 3 and 4 wide, several rows deep on lap number 1. Jake West already making his charge here as the caution is already out on the track here, as Alex Benyako will slow the field down here as they're going to get themselves bunched back up yet again. At a turn 2, Daniel Olson got turned by Jeffrey White in the back, sending the 39 for a spin through the infield grass and back onto the track. But a single car spin bringing out the first caution here, certainly not what Daniel Olson had in store of his race. On the restart, Alex Benyako continued to lead there. Emmett Juckham running a good second right now, but Hannah Allen already going to that bottom there for the third spot, and even going for second. Hannah Allen on the charge here for the 0 car. She's also not had the best of runs lately here, and the CM cars are certainly trying to get themselves back on track here to showcase their early dominance in the early half of the season here, as Alex Benyako and teammate Aiden Shepard are going to try and work together to get around Emmett Juckham in that 07 there. As there you see Sean Angel also peering into the mix as well. But in terms of there, you see Zorlin going 3 wide. You see Jake West, the points leader, coming in. He's a bit ways back in terms of the mid-pack area. He runs a bit outside the top 15 and kind of lingering around the top 20 here. Car number 4 is going to have to get a move on here if he wants to get himself up into that championship hunt. The battle for the top 10 positions have been really going at it. Aiden Shepard going way up into the marbles there. Richardson going 4 wide underneath the 95 and the 40, as well as Bachelia, as really Shelley gets the advantage there off the corner. Richardson diving it in turn number 1. Nick Salmon looking to go even lower on the track there, using that yellow line as they made contact off of turn 2 there. Cory Williams stuck in the middle there. Nick Salmon trying to make some bold maneuvers here in that UER car. And that 94 car hasn't been the best all weekend, as you see Kyle Bachelia filing back on the inside there. These guys are getting really aggressive early on. Track position is pretty key here once you get into a green flag stint here, and that is certainly what these drivers are trying to accomplish here. Kyle Bachelia on the move here, but you see Shepard going way up high into the marbles again. He's really not had a good handling race car there. As there you see Jonathan Zorlin trying to take advantage there. Will Lewis trying to do the same thing there. As there you see James Shelley now going around Anthony Marchese for position. That is the battle for 6th there. And James Shelley's been looking good in terms of the Dodge camp, really showcasing his worth here right now in the Hardee's National Series. Emmett Juckham has really reeled in Alex Benyako these past couple laps. The Fear Sport car looking really good as he looks underneath Alex Benyako there. A great exit and center off the corner there, as Emmett Juckham, the part-time driver, looking for the race lead. Into turn number 1 he goes. He's got the preferred line. Yako's going to try and fight back, but Emmett Juckham takes the lead off of turn number 2. New leader, car number 07 there, as TJ Martin's going to try and file back in 3rd there. Benyako looks like he wants to try and do the switchback maneuver. Good run off of turn 4 there from the 8. And Yako's going to try and look on the inside on that 07 as he dives it into turn number 1. Really smooth corner for Benyako. As he gets it off the corner, Juckham's gonna fight back. He's got a good run on the outside there, but to no avail there. See Sean Angel really driving it deep in the back there, as Benyako immediately takes the lead back, as Juckham's still stuck on that outside line there, as TJ Martin's gonna put himself into the picture here. Martin looking to try and gain some points on his competitors here, as he is actually 4th in the point standings from what I recollect. I think a bit in ways, but he's really close in that championship hunt here, as he goes up to 2nd, looks like, on Emmett Juckham. Juckham looking to fight back on TJ Martin, now going down the inside. Good run of a turn 2 there from the 07 on the backstretch, and there goes the motor on the 07 there. Issues for the Fear Sport car, as a fast car looks like that race is going to come to an end for Emmett Juckham there. Mechanical issues plague that 07 car, and Juckham, who's looking really solid in that car, looks like it's not really going to work out for him at the end of this one. But what a heartbreak for the 07 team here. They're going to be very unhappy after this one. The top 3 in this race has still been within a blanket here, but Alex Benyako still holding on that lead. But James Shelley with a run on TJ Martin, looking to get a run for his money here, as the Fierceport car looking on the inside of that 71 here. The Dodges again have really showcased some good amount of horsepower and momentum within these past couple of races here, and this is one of the good signs to see that Dodge is getting better and better as the season progresses here. James Shelley now up to second, just passing a ride that he is going to be in next season for Turner Performance Racing. Really, this is really a good and impressive run for James Shelley here. Certainly a run that this team will not forget for quite some time here, at least when they do depart from the series here. But James Shelley up to second here. Good run for the Target Dodge. Shelley continuing to reel in Alex Benyako here off of turn 2. Shelley with a good amount of momentum there off the corner, down the backstretch and into turn 3. On the inside of the 8 there, James Shelley looking for the race lead. He is hungry for that race lead to be exact, and James Shelley is going to be able to lead the lap that time around. Car number 40 up front there, Yako, drops down to second as TJ Martin's going to see this as an opportunity to pounce on the 8 car there. As TJ Martin's got his nose underneath the 8 there, Yako tries to cut him off, but TJ Martin has his nose underneath, having the preferred line off of turn 4 and down the front stretch there. He's going to try and get some side draft into the corner there, and TJ Martin's going to be able to take second away here from Yako. As he comes off of turn number 2, he should be able to almost clear him off the corner, but once into turn 3, I think that's where that 71 will be able to finally be able to get rid of Alex Benyako for now. But Yako's still giving up a good fight here or TJ Martin, as Jonathan Zolan and Sean Angel have put themselves into the picture here. They're looking to see if they can take spots away from this 8 car, and they're really going to try and do so with not much of a challenge here. Jonathan Zolan doing a pretty good job in the 5 car as he goes down to the inside. That is for third, as Yako's still fighting back on the outside groove. The outside groove isn't too bad, but it isn't as good as that inside groove there. Yako's just going to drop backwards throughout the grid here as he continues to lose spots here at Swar. James Shelley continuing to lead here at Oklahoma, doing a fantastic job in that 40. A phenomenal effort for the 40 team there, as the rest of the field you see getting themselves really gathered up here. Nick Salmon trying to look underneath Sean Angel here. He's really been on a good tear right now. Cory Williams coming down pit lane. Hannah Allen slips and she spins around off a turn 4, gets clobbered hard by John Art. As you see the field getting themselves scattered about here, Caleb Farrell on the brakes as he gets run over by 2 of his teammates there, and a huge collision down the front stretch, really blocking the upper groove of the track here. And that's going to bring out a caution here after another long green flag run. It looks like it's going to come to an end. Blaze McKinney with a lot of damage to the front end of his Toyota there. They had a pretty solid run coming in, and now that's not really going to work out for him there. That is a tough break for a lot of fast race cars at the end of this one. You see Cory Williams trying to go down pit lane. Hannah Allen, I think, tried to do the same, but just committed too late. Slipped up and then basically got slammed into by John Hart. James Richardson nowhere to go. Kyle Keith, Jake West, the points leader, actually getting collected in there. That's really going to be crucial in the championship fight there. Jack Porkins nowhere to go. 3 of the CM cars having a bad day in this one, and they all get wrecked. You see Farrell on the brakes there. Jeffrey White getting slammed into by Vince Freeze. James Richardson nearly flipping over there. Lishiva Stalwarts collected, as well as Rowe. And there's Blaze McKinney at the end of this one. Bradley Bishop Jr. Really a lot of destroyed race cars at the end of this one here. And really a bad field day really for the CM team and even the Titanium cars there. And that's really a tough break for a lot of the top contenders that were coming into this race. And that's really going to hinder a lot of the progress of what some of these drivers could have considered a good points effort. Under caution, Anthony Marchese ran into the back of Cory Williams, and the driver who was second in the point standings also starts to have issues here. And really a lot of the top points contenders are going to be plagued here with a lot of issues here today. And that is a tough break for Anthony Marchese here. This could hurt his performance there. That really could mangle up the front end and really the aerodynamics of that snap-on Ford Mustang. James Shelley leads on the restart here. You see Cory Williams and Will Lewis there in the tail end of the lead lap, due to pitting during that caution that really screwed up their strategy, and that might screw up their race overall. As there you see Yako going to the inside. You see the Reese's car going to the bottom here. Shelley up top. TJ Martin trying to follow on suit with Jonathan Zorlin there, as Yako trying to navigate his way around Max Luger and Daniel Olson. Looks like Sean Angel's going to try and go 4 wide on the lap cars here. and he's going to be able to take the spot away from Jonathan Zorlin there. As the battle for the lead is on, James Shelley and TJ Martin, who's going to get the advantage off the corner, and it's going to be TJ Martin that takes the lead away. Nick Salmon running a really good race right now. He's coming out of nowhere with this restart there, as he is climbing his way up to the top 5 here. And looks like Eric DeMax doing the same thing. Jake West with damage in the wreck, actually doing a pretty solid job, and he's only got a back end to really get dented after this one here. Maybe some parts of the splitter as well. But the 4 car looking pretty good here in terms of keeping his championship hopes alive and really just trying to maintain the points gap for himself. Sean Angel looking underneath Alex Benyako for the 2nd position there. The Gillette Ford Mustang looking really good here. Sean Angel has really been on a hot streak in terms of top 5s and top 10s or the Rodriguez Racing team here. And he's looking really good on the radar right now. He goes up to 2nd there just like that. But Nick Salmon trying to reel himself into the picture there. He's up to 3rd here. UER has not had a good season here in terms of what they were last year, with their 2 wins on the belt with Cody Lamas behind the wheel. But with Nick Salmon in the 94 here, Salmon trying to really bring back some good speed that they could have in terms of the development for the 2019 season here. As there you see Jake West now getting challenged by Matt Daleo here and James Shelley. The Dodges, like I said, they've really showcased a good amount of presence here on the track. But James Shelley really falling back on that restart there. Ever since he got passed by TJ Martin, he's fallen out of the top 5. Due to that caution, it's really brought a lot of the underfunded teams actually a good opportunity to get some good track position here on the track. Vance Conwell, one of the few drivers there. Bradley Bishop Jr., who had damage in the wreck, still running in 12th there. But there's the Vance, like I said, Vance Conwell doing pretty good in 11th, just outside the top 10. Jack Halleck doing a great job in the 59, as well as Patrick Smith. We typically see these drivers as back markers on the track, and usually I would say annoyances for a lot of the lead lap cars, at least the more competitive drivers with the more competitive equipment. But these guys are really doing a great job. They're good strategy calls from their crew chiefs to really stay out for that caution, while it screwed a lot of other contenders in terms of the pack here. John Bunnell also doing a pretty good job here. Chris Louviere, Rob Evans. Really just a lot of those underfunded drivers are really loving this to see how much points they can gain and maybe even showcase their presence here for the 2019 season for at least a lot of these drivers here. And this really does indicate that backmarkers shouldn't really give up here in this race, because you never know what could happen at the blink of an eye. Matt Daleo has been charging his way through the field here as he looks underneath Aiden Shepard for the 5th position here. The Texas Motor Speedway winner here, who dominated that event, looking really good here in this race as well, as he really still trying to fight Shepard. Shepard not giving up without a fight here, but the Ike Durbin car looking for a top 5 yet again here. Really Matt Daleo trying to get his car into a hot streak here at the latter half of this season. It's really been a good second half for the Dodge corporations as a whole. Matt Daleo now closing in on Eric DeMax. He got around Nick Salmon and Jonathan Zorlin, but now he is looking underneath Eric DeMax. DeMax has had a really quiet race so far. We haven't really talked much about the 16 car, but Eric DeMax running a pretty good race. But Matt Daleo looking to take third away, and he will do so just fine. As Eric DeMax now launching up into the marbles just a bit there. Nick Salmon still running a very good race in the 5th spot here. Shepard fighting Zorlin for the 6th position here. These drivers have really been looking pretty good on the radar here. Jonathan Zorlin still without a ride in 2019. Shepard, remember this will be his one and only season for quite some time for the 60 car, as he will not return to Rodriguez Racing after 2019 there. Yakko staying with CM, he's still doing a pretty good job. Definitely a better run than all the other races he's had recently here in terms of inconsistency, but Yakko looking to try and get that car back on track here after leading the first half of the event. TJ Martin actually getting challenged by Will Lewis, who is a lap car here. And TJ Martin has a solid gap over Sean Angel here, but the 92 has been going at it on TJ Martin from the start of this lap here. And we're going to have to look at those intervals to see where it pans out here, as there's only going to be 6 laps to go once he crosses that line there. As we go flag to flag coverage here, TJ Martin is really getting hindered by that Smithfield Dodge there. And Will Lewis, he's just doing what he has to do to get back on the lead lap here, because you never know when a caution could come out. But TJ Martin not very happy with the 92, though he could have backed off here to see if he can just file back in line so he doesn't lose as much ground here. As Sean Angel gaining 2/10 every so often here. That Gillette car hasn't been as fast as the 71 car, and really TJ Martin has been fantastic ever since that restart here. As he looks around Will Lewis here, I think he's actually going to give him a bit of a middle finger here to the 92. He's not very happy with him losing some ground on Sean Angel here. And really, TJ Martin, I think this is really just smooth sailing for him here. Looking near the rest of the field here, Yakko looking underneath Jonathan Zorlin for the 7th position here. Still good run for Alex Ben Yakko here. Jake West has run a quiet 9th ever since the damage to his car. He's still done a good job here. Vance Conwell, like I said, he's had a very impressive run here. Same thing with Bradley Bishop Jr. Patrick Smith looking really good in 13th here with no damage. Anthony Marquez got swept up in that wreck with Hannah Allen. That's why he's so far down and not as fast as the backmarker cars of Jack Halleck and Rob Evans, really. So they're doing pretty good here. You gotta give a shout out to these guys, like I said. It's really nice to see underfunded teams do so well sometimes. And when luck goes their way or when strategy goes their way, this could really help them in the Owners' Championship here, because remember, the new rule comes into factor here. But looking back at TJ Martin here, he is taking these final 2 corners here, and it's going to be the white flag. One more lap to go here for TJ Martin. At Oklahoma, he's really had a quiet race, took advantage of the late race restart here with James Shelley, who had led a lot of this race throughout the going, same thing with Alex Ben Yakko. But this time around, another Turner Performance car is going to find victory lane here. TJ Martin rounds turn number 4, victory for the 71 here at Oklahoma. Fantastic drive for TJ Martin here, and a big bolster for him in the championship despite West. Looks like he's going to finish a solid 9th here. That's still a good gain of points for TJ Martin here, and certainly this is just going to boost up that confidence here to see if they can go at it with the last couple of races of the 2018 season. Excellent performance for TJ Martin here. Good run for Turner Performance here with Jesse Turner leading the Sony Cup Championship. I'm sure the Turner Performance camp wants to see that 71 car leading the Hardee's National Series Championship. Sean Angel with an excellent 2nd here. He's really been on a good streak of wins since Phoenix. And really, that's really a good confidence booster for Sean Angel. He might bolster himself up into the points here. Matt Daleo with a good 4th place run. Eric Tamax, good 3rd place run. He's really needed these runs recently here. Eric Tamax, a top 5. That is really good for him. There's Nick Salmon. Let's give a shout out to him. A top 5 for the 94 team here. We haven't really seen the UER cars become as competitive as they were last year, but this could be a sign in the right direction for the 94 car. Aiden Shepard, quiet 6 for him. Jonathan Zorlin kind of lingered around the top 10 throughout a lot of it with the 7th place run. Alex Ben Yakko, the pole sitter, gets an 8th place run here. That's really just a good run for them. I'd consider that honestly a win, though I think that 8 team really wanted to find victory here today. Jake West, after getting involved in the incident with Hannah Allen, really that big crash off of turn 4, he still manages to get a 9th here. And that could be one of the areas, or one of the fundamental variables that could have helped save his championship if he does win this championship at the end of this year. But James Shelley, another good run for the 40 team here. They're going to end up with a 10th place finish. I'm sure James Shelley is going to be a bit unhappy, but even so, a top 10 run. It's fantastic for this 40 team. Thank you guys for watching here. Not the best race at Oklahoma, but hopefully these next couple races can really blow you away. Not really, but we'll have to see how things pan out. Jake West looks like he's going to still hold on to the points lead here, as we'll take a look at the rest of the results here from 11th to 42nd here on the grid. Thank you all for watching, and congratulations to TJ Martin on victory here yet again in the 2018 season. This 71 team and TJ Martin himself, it looks like he's going to be a living legend here in the making.